We often feel the slow accumulation of fatigue as the years pass, attributing it simply to getting older. Many of us reach for external solutions, from exotic supplements to extreme diets, hoping to flush out the vague concept of toxins. A pervasive modern misconception suggests that vitality requires constantly adding new fuels or adopting punishing regimens. But the truth of cellular decay is far more intimate and mechanical. What if the most profound healing does not come from what we consume, but from what we allow our bodies to dismantle? The wellness industry frequently co opts complex biology, turning vital physiological functions into trendy buzzwords. We see this constantly with intermittent fasting, which is often marketed as a miraculous weight loss hack. Yet, the true power of nutrient scarcity lies in a deeply elegant ancient survival mechanism. This brings us to autophagy, derived from the Greek words for self-eating. Far from a grim concept, this is the ultimate biological recycling program. It is the precise mechanism by which our cells remove damaged cell parts, clearing out microscopic debris before it can trigger disease. Understanding this internal quality control means focusing on actively preserving our long-term cellular architecture rather than simply losing weight. To grasp the magnitude of this process, we must look inside the bustling metropolis of a single human cell. Every second of every day, our cells are manufacturing proteins, generating energy, and carrying out countless biochemical reactions. This relentless industry produces metabolic waste. Just like a busy city, a cell generates trash, including worn out structures and byproducts that, if left unattended, become highly toxic to the local environment. Among the most dangerous forms of this cellular debris are misfolded proteins. Proteins are the workhorses of the body, but they must fold into precise three-dimensional shapes to function correctly. When they sustain damage from oxidative stress or simply degrade over time, they lose their shape. These deformed structures clump together, clogging up the cellular machinery and setting the stage for accelerated aging and chronic dysfunction. Fortunately, our biology features dedicated waste management facilities known as lysosomes. These microscopic organelles act as the cell's primary recycling centers, containing powerful digestive enzymes capable of breaking down almost any biological material. But lysosomes cannot simply roam freely, destroying everything in their path. They require a highly regulated delivery system to ensure that only the truly damaged or unnecessary components are targeted for destruction. When the cellular recycling mechanism is activated, a specialized double membrane structure begins to form within the cell. This structure, called an autophagosome, acts like a biological garbage bag. It carefully sweeps through the cellular fluid, engulfing the misfolded proteins, damaged mitochondria, and other useless debris. The autophagosome seals itself shut, trapping the dangerous waste inside a secure, watertight quarantine zone, ready for the next crucial phase. The next step is a masterpiece of microscopic engineering. The fully loaded autophagosome navigates through the crowded cellular cytoplasm until it encounters a waiting lysosome. The outer membranes of these two structures seamlessly fuse together, merging their contents. This union creates a highly acidic, enzyme-rich degradation chamber. The dangerous waste is now locked inside with the very tools designed to systematically tear it apart. Inside this newly formed chamber, the lysosomes unleash their chemical arsenal. The complex, damaged organelles and clumped proteins are rapidly dismantled into their most basic molecular building blocks. Complex proteins are chopped back down into individual amino acids. Lipids are broken into basic fatty acids. The biological garbage is completely neutralized, erasing the threat it posed to the overall health and stability of the surrounding tissue. The genius of this system is that nothing is truly wasted. Once the dismantling is complete, the cell releases these freshly refined amino acids and fatty acids back into its own cytoplasm. These raw materials are immediately repurposed to build brand new, perfectly functioning proteins and structures. The cell essentially eats its own damaged parts to generate the clean, high quality building blocks needed for its own renewal. This microscopic renewal cascades upward, profoundly impacting our major organs and overall vitality. In the brain, neurons are particularly vulnerable to the accumulation of toxic debris because they do not divide and replace themselves as frequently as skin or liver cells. The continuous efficient operation of this internal cleanup crew is absolutely vital for maintaining cognitive sharpness and protecting the intricate neural networks that govern our thoughts and memories. When we look at neurodegenerative conditions, we often find that the brain's waste clearance systems have failed. The accumulation of specific clumped proteins is a hallmark of many cognitive decline disorders. By maintaining robust cellular recycling, the brain continuously sweeps away these toxic aggregates before they can form destructive plaques. This ongoing maintenance is a primary defense against the slow erosion of our mental faculties. The benefits of this internal quality control extend deeply into our metabolic systems as well. A healthy liver and pancreas rely on the constant turnover of cellular components to regulate blood sugar and process nutrients efficiently. When damaged mitochondria are promptly removed and replaced, our cells become far more sensitive to insulin. This efficiency prevents the metabolic gridlock that so often leads to systemic inflammation and weight gain. Modern longevity research consistently highlights the profound importance of this self cleaning process. Across multiple species, from microscopic yeast to complex mammals, scientists have observed a direct correlation between active cellular recycling and an extended lifespan. Organisms that efficiently clear out their internal damage simply live longer, healthier lives. They show a remarkable resistance to the typical diseases of aging, maintaining youthful cellular function far into their later years. However, it is crucial to separate this rigorous longevity research from the superficial marketing hype surrounding modern diet culture. While fasting is indeed a potent trigger, the biological mechanism itself is the true hero, not the trendy schedule you follow. Extreme punishing fasts are not inherently better and can sometimes cause undue stress. The goal is to gently encourage the body's natural rhythms rather than forcing it into starvation mode. To understand how to work with our biology, we must look at human evolution. For millennia, our ancestors did not have constant access to food. They endured natural periods of nutrient scarcity. During these times, without external calories, the body had to find internal sources of energy to survive. Evolution solved this by upregulating the recycling of damaged cell parts turning a lack of food into an opportunity for deep internal repair. Today, we can leverage this evolutionary adaptation through mindful lifestyle choices. When we temporarily pause our food intake, insulin levels drop, and a nutrient sensing pathway powers down. This specific chemical shift acts as the master switch, signaling the cells that it is time to start cleaning house. Even a moderate overnight fast of 12 to 14 hours can begin to awaken these dormant repair pathways. But nutrient scarcity is not the only way to activate this powerful system. Intense physical exercise places a temporary healthy stress on our muscle tissue. As muscles work hard and deplete their immediate energy stores, they generate microscopic damage. This acute stress signals the exact same cellular recycling pathways to spring into action. Regular, vigorous movement is one of the most effective tools we have to force our cells to rebuild stronger. Sleep, particularly deep restorative sleep, serves as another critical window for internal maintenance. While we rest, the brain literally shrinks slightly, allowing cerebrospinal fluid to wash through the neural tissue. This nightly wash works in tandem with our cellular waste management systems to clear out the day's metabolic byproducts. Prioritizing high quality sleep is non negotiable if we want to give our internal cleanup crews the time they need to work. Furthermore, certain dietary choices can subtly support these pathways without requiring strict deprivation. Compounds found in green tea, dark berries, and turmeric have been shown in laboratory settings to encourage the expression of genes related to cellular repair. While no single food is a magic bullet, a diet rich in diverse, colorful plants provides the exact chemical signals that help maintain a healthy, active baseline for our internal recycling systems. The challenge we face is that our modern environment is fundamentally hostile to these natural rhythms. We are surrounded by hyper palatable foods and cultural norms that encourage continuous snacking from dawn until dusk. When the body is constantly digesting new external calories, it never receives the signal to look inward. The cellular recycling mechanism remains suppressed, allowing damaged proteins and exhausted organelles to silently accumulate year after year. Recognizing this environmental mismatch is driving a massive paradigm shift in preventative medicine. Researchers are actively exploring pharmacological ways to safely upregulate these pathways, hoping to develop therapies for conditions ranging from Alzheimer's to heart disease. Yet, long before any pill comes to market, we already possess the foundational knowledge required to activate these systems. The science offers us a blueprint for reclaiming our biological resilience right now. Understanding that we possess such an elegant, built in system for renewal changes how we view the aging process. We are not merely machines destined to wear down and rust over time. We are dynamic, self repairing ecosystems capable of profound regeneration. By making conscious choices about when we eat, how we move, and how we rest, we actively participate in our own cellular maintenance. The ability to remove damaged cell parts and forge them into new life is a testament to the brilliance of human biology. It reminds us that health is not always about adding more to our routines, but sometimes about stepping back and allowing our bodies to do what they were evolved to do. By respecting these ancient rhythms, we unlock a sustainable, scientifically grounded path to lifelong vitality.